Fixing to take up the other acquisition from the swap meet. This is a Phoenix Models Dolphin. Now every Dolphin I've seen online was a tail dragger model, and the person that I got this from built it up as a trike gear. And the only reason I bought this is I used to have an e-flite Advanced 25, and it really reminded me a lot of it. It was a good heavy plane. It was great for windy days. So he had this in the trike format. I didn't know anything at all about the Dolphin. Didn't know that they were supposed to be tail draggers, so I picked this up. And after doing some research, they say this wing is pretty much identical to the Super Tiger, and it already had the rails or the slots cut out on the bottom side to put your landing gear. So we'll find out. This will be the Maiden flight on it. It's a new plane, never has flown, and it flies on 6S, which is also another surprising matter. I figured 4S, but when I was looking at it, the motor definitely calls for a 5 or a 6S pack. Didn't really have any 5S packs that were big enough. I've got, I think, one or two that are in that 2,000 milliamp range, somewhere in that neighborhood. So I drug out a 6S. This is a China Hobby Pack 3300. We'll try it on the Maiden. By the way, those China Hobby packs, these are great batteries. I've got probably a half a dozen different ones, and man, they are rock solid. I mean, I haven't puffed one yet, and just a great battery. Lots of power, good high discharge rate on it. That one's a 40C pack. Alright, without further ado, as soon as the line gets clear, I got Steve out there with his bike flying around. As soon as he gets clear of the runway, we'll get this Dolphin out there and give it a maiden. Stand by. Alright, out on the flight line, got the Dolphin 40 size from Phoenix Models, flying on a 6S 3300 pack. This plane's pretty heavy. It goes about 7.5 pounds, all up weight. This will be the maiden flight on it. Get the camera adjusted here. Alright, here we go. Coming out. Alright, I think we got it pretty close to being trimmed. Probably need to make a couple little small adjustments. There's a half-speed pass in front of us. We'll get our high-speed pass done. One more. Going up. A couple of rolls in there in between it. A little more altitude on this next pass. We'll try an inverted. Try an aileron roll at low rates. Pretty responsive still. There's our timer. I had it set at 5 minutes just to test it out for the Maiden. And we'll come around and land it now. There's no flaps or anything on this, of course. With the weight, it should sink in very well, though. It's a very smooth flying plane. About the only drawback to it is needing the more expensive 6S batteries. Other than that, it's a blast. Alright, thanks for watching. It's the Dolphin Sport 40 from Phoenix Models.